The preceding announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
But the dead don't have no memory. I'm coming! Nobody can stop me, nobody can hold me, nobody control me. I'm coming! I'm here to do my thing, I'm here to bring the pain, I'm never ever gonna change.
Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Wrestling Heat. I am your host here, Easy Koo. How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. It's like 4, I think it's close to 4 in the morning by now. But this video is getting up pretty late. The whole wrestling world is buzzing about Double or Nothing, All Elite Wrestling. And I gotta say, it was a pretty good show. I haven't seen all the matches, but I've seen some good stuff. And we're gonna be talking a lot about AEW. I ain't gonna try to make this a very, very long video. But first thing that I want to talk about is we actually got to see a surprise, which was Awesome Kong coming back. We've seen her in Impact Wrestling. We've also have seen her in the WWE. And now we are seeing her in All Elite Wrestling. And there was a spot where I believe it was like a triple power bomb or something like that, double power bomb. I forget the spot, but Awesome Kong did like this power bomb to these chicks from the top rope, and it was pretty awesome. And also, I want to bring up, I got some stuff written down because I kind of forget what I want to talk about, but we also have a little thing talking about Pac and how he hasn't really quit, it's just the work. But I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, I guess we will find out, somewhere down the line if it's actually true. But supposedly, it's some, contract things that didn't really work out. But I don't know the whole situation. Might be true, might not be true. He could still be in AEW. He might not be in AEW. But we will, as soon as I find out something, y'all will definitely know. And now I also want to bring up that over on the WWE side, that Aleister Black, he won't be attending the Saudi Arabia show that they're doing, the pay-per-view, due to the fact of his religious tattoos that he has all over his body, which, really isn't good over there in Saudi Arabia with all, the, crosses and, all the tattoos that he has. Sorry about that. But yeah, Aleister Black, he's not going. Sorry about that. But yeah, he won't be going to the Saudi Arabia show because of his tattoos. Pretty much. Now I want to get to a pretty shocking thing that happened over on AEW. There was a match that Cody Rhodes and Dustin Rhodes were having, where they brought back some color. And when I mean color, I mean they actually brought back, some blood. It was a good crimson mask. Kind of reminded me of the Stone Cold and the Sharpshooter, back in the day, with the blood running down his face. It was a good visual. But for that match, Cody Rhodes, there was like a chair that looked like Triple H's, throne, and he goes up to it, and before that, his wife is standing there with a sledgehammer, and he walks up, grabs a sledgehammer, walks over to the chair, and then bam, hits the chair, breaks it, and I have some photos here or there for you. But I think that was some shots fired over at Triple H and the WWE. But alright, let's dig into the AEW actually did pretty good in views and ratings and stuff like that, which is a no-brainer for me. It's an alternative, to the WWE, which I said a little earlier. I hope it sparks a fire under WWE, Vince, Shane, Triple H, everybody, to get the juices flowing over there. But they did really good in the ratings, even though it was a pretty late show. But I believe it did pretty well. And also, I want to throw in there, Sting did I think it was a recent interview, and he said he would come back for another match, and I believe he did say one of the names were Undertaker. If he was on, for WrestleMania, Sting and Undertaker would be a pretty big draw. I mean, if it ever happens, I wish it would have happened, years ago, when we could have got it when they were, at least someone in their prime. But I think they could still go if, if they're able to. Who do you think Sting should wrestle if, he is able to come back and actually do one more match with somebody? But I would love to see The Undertaker. I don't know about y'all, but that's just me. But going on with some other stuff that I want to talk about over on AEW, which was a pretty big one. I guess Vince McMahon probably will have a little salt in his mouth, sprinkling, because mighty salty about this one. Bret Hart actually came out and presented the new AEW title, which I'll have over here and over here for you. But that was a big shocker, seeing, Bret Hart, over at AEW. It was just a big shocker for me. I don't know about, for y'all, but that was a big shocker to me. But going on from that, Dean Malenko, he just signed with AEW to be a trainer and some kind of producer, something like that, backstage with AEW. I would like to get some of y'all's comments about that. We just know he left the company, WWE, not too long ago, a few months ago, and now he's over with AEW. I'll have some little photos here for you. But I also want to bring up this final thing here, which was a no-brainer. I mean, some people thought, he was still with WWE, but we had Jon Moxley, aka Dean Ambrose, over on, WWE, but he is in AEW, and he is there. He signed a multi-year contract for probably 6 figures, gonna be making some good money. But he showed up after Kenny Omega and Chris Jericho match, which was a pretty good match. I didn't really see it all, but I did see the ending and what went down with Jon Moxley. Sorry about that, had a little malfunction there, but Jon Moxley, he comes through the crowd, and then next thing you know, he's making his way to the, to the ring, and pretty much, taunts Chris Jericho, and just Chris Jericho's like, oh, what are you doing here? And next thing you know, bam, dirty deeds, DDT that he does, and then next thing you know, he goes over to Kenny Omega, and he's like, get up, and then he gets up, and then he goes to put him in the dirty deeds, and then next thing you know, Kenny Omega, shoves him through the ropes. They start fighting. They get next to these big poker chips, and it ends up with Dean. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. My hair's all wet. But that aside, they get up these poker chips that were on the stage, and they're like, big enough for them to get up on, and they fight up there, and next thing you know, boom, DDT, dirty deeds, and it pretty much leaves out with, Dean being there, and I gotta say, that was one hell of an entrance. I can't wait to see what AEW has for us, and, if you want to, leave some comments down below, letting me know your thoughts on the whole show, and about Sting wanting one more match. Also, Aleister Black now going to the Saudi Arabia show because of his tattoos. And, Awesome Kong coming back. Dean Malenko being there. It's exciting times to be a wrestling fan. But, if you enjoyed this, smash like. If you didn't enjoy, you know what I had to say. Hit me with the thumbs down. But no matter what, to everybody that's been down for you boys since day one-ish, over on Periscope and over on here from my last channel, I got much love for you. I hope you stick around, and I got a lot more stuff and a lot more better equipment coming to the channel, and hope you guys are excited for that, because I know I am. So this is your boy EasyCoo. Much love from me and to each and every single one of y'all, and remember to always keep it 2 sweet.